Welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. It is that time for a brand new tier list video because we just had a recent update where we had Seorin drop into the game, and boy oh boy is she one amazing hunter. But where does she rank? Well, we'll cover that in today's video, and we'll cover all other top tier hunters where we do see where they all rank. We have brand new artifact sets and brand new buffs, especially because Goto just got a huge buff, so let's cover that. I'll cover the placements of every single hunter in the game, but I do want to mention something very exciting. If you're someone that enjoys a bunch of free codes, we're getting 4 brand new codes coming out for 1,000 essence zones, 500 essence zones, we have tons of gold, we have mana and power extracts, and more, so make sure, if you haven't yet, to go to link down below and support us. It is 100% free. We have 2 codes right now, 5 more coming out. You press this button here, press that, press yes, and you're done. That's all you have to do to support. Then you just wait, you go to the top right, you press the My Page button. This page will come up, you scroll down, my name comes up here, you keep going down, under receipt benefits where all the codes will go. Again, a few hours after sporting, we have these 2 codes right now with 5 more codes coming out, so just stay tuned and you will get all these juicy benefits, of course. And I do want to mention, if you're a sporter, please make sure you join our Discord server because I have free giveaways for you. If you're a sporter, you can join them. Trust me, you do not want to miss out because they're hundreds of dollars each that you can enter on for free. You press that button after spinning your sport proof and you're done. That we can see if you win these very juicy giveaways, of course. And speaking of juicy, a big shout out to our first commenters. We have Rimu, we have Nipunk, and we have Anime Action for the first commenters the last 3 videos. Here are your shouts and enjoy those juicy exclusive Discord roles, of course. Now, with all that said, let's jump in and cover the tier list for the recent update. We have a lot of hunters in here already. We have our SR hunters, and honestly, the only useful one is pretty much Nam, besides some uses in the battlefield time. We do have Kim, he's a heavy breaker and he's amazing for it, based on his support skill, but all our other hunters honestly have minimal use, so I wouldn't really consider them in the, the rankings we have here. But when it comes to our SR hunters, we have Dongso, we have Jiwoo, and we have Lim. These hunters are just not good, and in our A tier we have Akari, we have Emma, we have Woo, and we have Yoonho. When it comes to these hunters here, Woo is honestly not too bad if you don't have Goto. He's a okay replacement overall. For Yoonho, honestly, he's pretty much fallen off. I don't see use for him right now, so he can honestly fall all the way down here in our B tier, but I'll keep him up top because he's not that bad. We have Emma as well, who's honestly not terrible because she does have use in battlefield time, and Akari again, same thing. She's not the ideal hunter. You shouldn't really waste your summons on her. Although she's good in a sense, she's just not viable enough. Not worth those precious tickets. So, in our A tier Shiz land, we have Harper, Charlotte, and we have Silvermane Yuno. These hunters are good. They're not necessarily bad. They just don't have content right now to make them excel. For the power destruction, they're okay, but for the guild boss, they're fairly meh. Though we'll see with the brand new guild boss mode whether or not they're going to be a bit more viable per se, but we'll see. When it comes to Choi though, honestly, a very good hunter. He has solid DPS. I would rank him just a bit higher because that'll be my biased choice, but I'm going to leave him the S here just so I'm not too biased about him. We have Bora providing us a ton of useful team buffs, and we have Hansame again, same thing, providing a ton of buffs. And lastly for Min, he is one of the best supports in the game right now for both jinwoo and our hunters, providing global buffs to ultimate damage, but also our crit rate and crit damage overall, and a general damage increase to target, which is very nice in the punishment bonus. So again, these hunters are all good, but what about these hunters down here? Well, let's start off one of our recent buff hunters. We have Goto. Yes, that's right. Goto just got a fairly major buff, making his break capabilities so much better, so I do want to rank him all the way up top to our S's tier, just because he's the best breaker, well maybe second best breaker in the game, right behind Seorin or right in front of her. It just depends what you look at. Goto's brand new A5 bonus lets him use his skills 2 more times when it comes to his 2 basic skills, which is so amazing. So he's honestly a very capable hunter now, providing a lot of damage when needed, but also a ton of break, making him one of the best hunters in the game, period. But he's not necessarily the best damage dealer, but he's a good sustained DPS and a solid breaker, like I said, so do not sleep on Goto. He was almost a national level hunter for a reason. Then we have another breaker right here. We have Gunhee. He is honestly phenomenal too. I would place him right behind Goto just because I would say when it comes to our light team, they're exceptional, but they are kind of falling off just a little bit, not necessarily falling off in the sense that their damage is lacking, just because they don't have too much content for them right now. They do have Deimos in the workshop, but our light team needs a lot of investment to excel, so I wouldn't say they're the best, but they're certainly not bad, that's for sure. We have other units like Thomas Andre as well. He's a top tier unit easily, but not a Z tier hunter. Although he's very good, he's still not the best in the game, which is a shock. He's a national level hunter that just doesn't meet the cut in the game. Maybe in the future he's going to get buff, or maybe in the future there's going to be content for him to make him excel, but right now, he just doesn't meet that cut, even though we have brand new artifact sets for him that do honestly help him out a ton, but still, he's just not that top tier DPS we want. He's top tier, but not top tier, if that makes sense, but he's very good, don't sleep on him. You're not going to find a better light dealing damage dealer, so Thomas Andre is at the top for SS here for a reason. Now we have other top tier DPS hunters too. We have Mirei. There is a brand new artifact set for her as well, making her fairly strong if you ask me. We'll have to do a bit more testing, but right now, I do think Mirei is a top DPS unit too, though she does need a bit more content to make her excel. And that's because we have so many monsters in this game right now in the form of our fire team. I'll cover that. But when it comes to our water team, I would say hunters like Alicia are good based on the brand new release of Seorin. So I'm going to wait to place her just for a bit, but I do want to cover our last light unit. We do have Choi. She is getting a brand new unit coming out, so I do think her current unit is kind of going to be ignored in a sense. I am going to place her probably right around, this is a tough one, Choi is good, but she isn't necessarily great. I'm going to put her right over here, I would say. Right in front of our chairman, Gunhee. She's a very good light hunter, and I do want to give her credit. But my biased choice would be putting the chairman in front, but that's just me. I would say for most players, they'll put Choi right over here, where she is going to be a very good meta-finding unit for a lot of game modes, so keep that in mind. Choi is not bad, she's good, but she is falling off slowly every single day. So is our light team overall, but we'll see. I'm betting we're going to get content for them, so don't sleep on them. They are very, very good, of course. Now, next up, let's cover our best supporter in the game right now, that being Isla. She's honestly an SS tier hunter, working out for jinwoo and our hunters. She's so amazing, giving us those bonuses stacking up one by one. She is phenomenal. She's one hunter you want for sure. You want Mindo to A1, but you want Isla to A5 to get those bonuses coming in. Oh, what a beauty and what a good support. She's one unit you want for sure. Now, speaking of units you probably want too, we do have Meilin and Alicia and Seorin. Where do these hunters rank? Well, when it comes to Meilin, I would say soon enough the meta is going to shift where we do want her even more. I'm going to place her right around this mark right here in front of Min, just because I do think her usefulness is increasing over time. With hunters like Seorin and the brand new version of Choi that's coming out, stay tuned. That's going to be one exciting unit, trust me. You want to summon for on the first year anniversary. It is a first year anniversary hunter for a reason. They're going to be hyped up, they're going to be strong, they're going to be OP, and there's going to be a ton of content for them. That's how games work when it comes to gacha games. So when it comes to Seorin and Alicia, I would say Alicia still, although we do have a dedicated water breaker now that does provide us buffs, Seorin was just not built for Alicia, so I want to place her, it's going to be tough for me. I'm going to place her right over here. I know people are going to be pissed, but I don't like Alicia that much still. Her damage is fine. You know what? I'm being way too blunt on her. I do think Seorin provides her some more buffs where she's going to be more viable in the power destruction and the guild boss just for now. So I'm going to move her up. I feel bad for doing this, but I'm going to put her all the way to the top of the S tier just because she's better now, but still not good enough. She's good, trust me, but she just lacks a bit more support, which is a shame. She's good though, don't get me wrong, but let me explain why she's such a low tiered unit. Because I don't recommend anyone summon for her, we're getting a brand new water DPS unit. So Alicia is pretty much a bait hunter that you shouldn't touch right now. That's my opinion. So I do want to rank her a bit lower for that very specific reason, where her DPS is fine of course, but I don't think she's worth a summon. I recommend you stray away from her just because we have new units coming out that will take her spot, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, honestly, she is an SS tier hunter for damage based on the buff Seorin gives. But hold on, we've been talking about Seorin for so long now. Where does she rank? Well, that's a tough call, honestly. I would say because she's the best breaker in the game, and because for the late game content coming out, she's going to be very viable. I'm going to place her in a very, well, I guess you could say promising mark, all the way up top to our SS tier. don't get mad, trust me, I have high hopes for her. Her damage is so high right now. Her support capabilities are so high. Her break is off the charts. I do think she's an S tier hunter. By herself, she's already comparable to Alicia, so I'm going to place her all the way up top here. Trust me, she's going to be good. You do not want to miss out, unless you're free to play and you really want to save your summons. But if you're going for Choi, the brand new unit, she's pretty much a must summon. Seorin and Choi are pretty much going to be what Esil and Kanae are. They're a pair that you do not want to separate, of course. But how about our fire team? Well, you can see our Z tier has been empty for quite some time. We have Gina, and by herself, Gina, honestly, isn't that great. She's not bad, but she isn't the best support unit in the game, so I'm going to place her right over here in front of Min and behind Meilin, just because Meilin has more usage than Gina for sure, alone that is, but Gina does have higher potential when it comes to our fire team. And speaking of fire team, well, I'm going to do something I don't like to do, but it's honestly the best choice out there. I'm going to agree with the viewer base and the community. When it comes to Kanae, obviously, she's a Z tier unit, but when it comes to Esil, she's also a Z tier unit just because, like I mentioned before, they come in pairs. These two hunters together are a Z tier hunter, but alone, I would say they're still good when it comes to Kanae at least, but without each other, they're a bit less, I guess, optimal or powerful. So without each other, they're not a Z tier hunter, but together, they're still a Z tier hunter, so strong. Then we have Yoo Soohyun. Honestly, she's up top here too with them. She is honestly just as good as Kanae. I would place her actually right over here just because her damage is off the charts. The true damage, the stacking abilities, the defense penetration, she is insane. One of the best hunters easily in the game right now. So don't sleep on the fire team, don't sleep on the water team when it comes to Seorin, but don't sleep on our other teams as well. I feel like I'm telling everyone not to sleep in today's video, but anyways, these hunters are all great. I do want to know your opinions down below in the comment section. Do you agree, do you disagree? I'm very curious again. This tier list is based on my opinion. Everyone's opinion will be different, so let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm very curious, but on that note, that's all for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, drop your like. Make sure to subscribe, but also make sure to support us for free. That way, I can send you a bunch of juicy codes that you do not want to miss out on. We have 2 codes right now, with 5 more coming out, so support Don't Think, and you will get all those juicy benefits. On that note, this is your Code King Zaf, signing out.